Alright, we're back.
And with better audio quality.
Maybe.
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 There might be no audio when we're done with this. We have no idea. But we're episode 2. Going towards our destiny in the monster tower. Just gonna take a step towards this door and hey! Over here, Grok? Question mark.
No.
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 He flies towards you.
Oh my god. What the hell is that?
That's monster.
Lona. No. What?
It says long time no see. Can you read?
Oh, that's a G?
You can't read, can you?
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Kai. More question marks, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know me or something? Because don't you remember me? Exclamation point. Remember?
Remember.
Yes, it's you. Your dad's familiar. How come you didn't come back? And how come you can speak human language anyway? What's with the goggles? I need an explanation. The name was like... Oh, what am I gonna name you?
Kewne?
I'm just gonna use his default name because... That's fine.
We're not gonna name him, like, Jet Whale?
Jet Whale. No. We're gonna pick up tons of monsters.
I have no clue what this thing looks like. I hope we can look at it in a menu because the head is baffling.
No, you can. It's Kewne. That's your starter monster.
Okay.
That's it. Kewne looks like you finally got it. Anyway,
That
what
is
are
not
you
the
doing
way
here?
of a Q.
No. It is not. I'm gonna end this video and be like, Panahida.
Tell me what happened to Dad.
Yeah, really, what happened to Dad?
You're the last. He's the greatest suspect.
I'm suspicious already. He can't remember. Why can't you remember anything? You're sorry? You just can't. I'm sorry, Kai. You can't remember anything.
Sorry.
I see.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this too.
But where have you been all this time, Kewne?
You know, kick him back.
Oh yeah, I lost my memories. Kicking back. You know, chilling, hanging out.
So how do you remember that we even know each other?
Yeah, why do you remember me, but you don't remember my dad, the person you actually spent time with? Something.
Because your dad's Dracula and he wiped out his memory.
Right here. He's been wandering all these years. Oh, don't you feel bad for him? Things started coming back. Just managed to get back here. But where were you before, huh? You don't ever tell us. You can't remember everything yet. Going into the tower alone? That's right.
That's right.
There's no way you
Listen,
can do it
come
yourself.
on.
You gotta bring your
Take
Digimon
this
with you. I mean, your Pokemon. I mean, your... What are these called? Hey, man, you got a magic collar, haven't you? I can smell magic collars. This guy steals your magic collar. Why don't you put that collar on me?
Maybe I want a better monster.
Yeah, really. Maybe I want a much better monster. This guy is seriously, like, the worst. No, you look like you have a bad attitude. Now, this is one of these. Everybody knows these. You can't actually say no. This will loop. Put that collar on me quick, okay?
No.
I want a red one. I don't even know why you say that. Oh, please, sir. Let me be your friend. Look at him. He's so sad. Now, will you just
I really
put the
hate this
collar
monster.
on me? Guess what? It's the exact same options, and this will loop every time until you say yes. So fine, you can come.
The illusion of choice.
Yep. BioWare's favorite trick. I mean, nothing.
Let's ride.
Yeah, there's no riding monsters in this game. Oh, here we
Tower
go.
of Monstrosity.
Floor 1. Floor 1 is one of the floors that is not randomized your first time. Floor 1 will always be the same every time you start the game. However, floor 1, next time we come in, which will be when I die, unfortunately, will be completely different. Although floor 1, a lot of floors are completely random, but floor 1 always has a few floors that it'll pick from.
Huh.
So you'll get a random floor 1, but it'll be like a random 1 out of 5 floor 1s. I'm gonna tell you something real important. Yes, this guy's gonna describe to you how to save in this game. However, we're gonna be using save states, so whatever.
Yeah.
You can only save at the lift. That is true. You can only save at the lift. And actually, I don't mind using the in-game save feature. I just would rather use save states because it's more convenient for, you know, stopping if I have to. And yes, this part he's explaining to you here is actually important. The formation determines how you fight.
Ah.
And I'd rather explain it to you myself than have this guy explain it to you. So I'm just gonna be through this conversation and
through this conversation. I wish that was an option in real life.
Yeah, just hit B and have everyone start talking really fast until they stop.
You know, I'm working, someone comes to the window and...
Hey, can you, like,
beep.
Hey, beep. I'm gonna need, like, no, pump 7 and... Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Can I help you with anything else? No, thanks, that's good. Cool.
But what if you could actually get in text loops in real life? How aggravating would that be?
Because there's nothing like playing a game at, like, 3 a.m. and you're just like, beep. Oh.
Hi, would you like to deposit this money in the bank? Yes or no?
Yes or no, but it starts on no.
No, are you sure? Yes.
Okay,
no.
look, we're getting sidetracked. I'm here to explain the formation. This game actually does have a pretty intricate set of battle systems. Here's the menu we're never going to use. Say hi, fusion menu. Called Plan. And this is actually one of the most confusing menus. I remember when I was little, like, having trouble figuring out how to use it. And the way this works is the first thing you have here is Form. Form tells your monster where to stand in relation to you at all times. And you see how you're facing forward? This matters. Your monster will only be at that side of you when you are facing that way. So let's say your character was facing opposite of Kewne, then Kewne would be on the bottom square, because that's where that would be in relation to that direction that you're pointing.
I see.
And there's really only 2 formations that I've ever used, and obviously it changes once you get the ability to have 2 monsters. But when you have 1, I usually only go with directly in front of you for when I'm somewhere where I think I might die, or directly behind you.
Makes sense.
And that's for, you know, when
I would have never figured that out on my own, ever.
When I'm pretty confident. Having 1 monster to each of your sides, or using these sides at all, is actually not useful in a lot of scenarios, because the game throws a lot of narrow hallways at you, and as you continue in the game, you'll get to points in the game where there will be tiles that have arrows on them, and you can't go in the direction that would be pushing against the arrow on that tile. So having a monster to the side of you and going down a hallway like that causes your monster to do this interesting weave back and forth. I promise you'll see it, because there's so much of it in this game. And so you basically want your formation, when you have 1 monster, to be you and the monster in a line. But once you have 2 monsters, obviously, you know, that's not going to work. You can't put both your monsters on 1 square. So I usually, when I have 2 monsters, I go with 1 here and 1 here. And unless, you know, I want to do forward, and then it's obviously 1 here and 1 here. And that's it.
Right.
And so I'm not worried about dying right now, so we're going to put Q's form behind me. Now, the AI is actually really interesting, and the things that you can do with this change the mode in which you play this game. 1 is wait there, your monster won't move at all. And that's actually useful for very specific floors. And when we get to one of those floors, I'll explain it, because if you can't see it, you won't understand. And 2 is follow silently, which your monster will follow you and not do anything at all. Does not matter if you are being attacked. 3, provide spell backup, actually changes the entire way you play the game. And obviously there's not enough room on this line right here where it says provide spell backup to explain what this does. In fact, there is nowhere in the game that explains what this does. You just have to do it yourself. When you're on, when you're on provide spell backup, your monster behaves as if it were in 2, follow silently, except that when you make an attack, you will use your monster's MP points to provide spell damage to your attacks. And the kind of attack you use